A few months ago, it was time that I planned my son's first birthday party. I've done this once before, and I'll admit it was kind of stressful. From trying to plan out a budget, figuring out where the venue's gonna be, what food you're going to serve, who's going to be invited, it's a lot of decision making. It's so easy to get caught up in the things that we see online, even the ideas we get from Pinterest, and it can be a very hard line to balance wanting to make it special, but also be mindful about spending and just not doing things for social media or the internet, but remembering what your priorities are and really remember what matters most, which is for me being in community and being surrounded by all of our loved ones, our family and friends and church family, all of the people that have loved my son from pregnancy to early infancy, and being able to bring in my son's first year of life with them. So I made the decision that I was going to keep it simple. I'll go into the specifics of what that meant for me and this birthday party. But what I will say now is that I wanted to make this party be so that my husband and I could simply enjoy being around our loved ones and really focus on being present. My name is Daisy. I'm a wife and mama of two wonderful boys. I'm here to share my journey of authentic homemaking and motherhood and how I apply biblical principles and scripture along the way. I'm a recovering Martha. Yes, the one from the Bible who was busy doing all the things instead of sitting with Jesus and trying to be more present instead of perfect. I'm not here to make everything look perfect or aesthetic, because that's not me. I don't want to pretend my life is a highlight reel either. This is a space to be real about the highs and lows of motherhood and homemaking, and I hope it brings you a little comfort too. On a personal note, I'm an avid thrifter, coffee enthusiast, and type C mama. If you can relate to any of that, I'm sure that we'll be great friends. So the first thing I did when I was starting to plan this party in true admin fashion is I started a presentation where I outlined all of the major categories so I can keep track of spending, all of my options, and really sticking to the main things I wanted to focus on. Personally, I find planning things this way super fun and it comes naturally to me. So I really enjoyed the process of price comparing, looking through different stores to see what they carry and what the cheapest options are, and even finding ideas of things that I can just make myself. So you'll see later in this video coming up shortly, I made the goodie bags out of brown paper bags, and I thought it was super fun and cute, and even made my own little trail mix for the kids. And I chose to do things at home that I enjoyed and that I wanted to put my personal effort in. So there were certain things that I bought. For example, the decorations, I just bought a bundle from Amazon. I kept it really cheap. I did purchase some extra decor on the side, but I did not want to stress over centerpieces or too much decoration. I basically just planned out a nice backdrop where all of the food and gifts were going to go, and that's all I really purchased anything for. As far as entertainment goes, we chose a community rec hall that has a pool. So that was basically the only form of entertainment that I had for everybody. And we have so many young families that they loved it. So I thought it was really nice because we do live in Hawaii, so it is warm all year long, even though my son's birthday was in February. But everybody enjoyed it. It was a beautiful day, and it just kept it very simple. I did buy a few balloons that I kept inside for the kids to play with, but I didn't bother doing much else. I know that there's so many fun ideas, but I just wanted to really keep it simple, like I said, and not have to worry too much coordination with anything else. And it just really gave everybody a chance to sit down, fellowship, and talk to one another instead of being distracted by so many things happening, which was really important to me. Being able to see all of our different communities. We had personal friendships that we've made, our family, and then we had all the people from church, and it was just really beautiful being able to see all of our worlds colliding, and it's all people that care about us and our son, and it was truly beautiful. Obviously, food is a huge cost, and contrary to our firstborn's birthday, where we cooked burgers and hot dogs, which is pretty simple in itself, but it does take time. My husband had to be actively grilling, and I just wanted him to be able to be present. So this time I decided we're just going to order Costco pizzas and place a catering order at the Costco Deli Center for their sandwiches, which are so yummy, and placed the birthday cake there at Costco as well. Like I mentioned, we had a little bears theme, and they actually have a Costco bear design for the birthday cake, so that was perfect. The majority of all our food was from Costco, including the drinks and the chips, so it just kept things very simple and straight lined so that we could just focus on enjoying the day as much as possible. I will have to give a shout out to all of my family because they did help set up and decorate our little venue that we had, and I would not have been able to do it without them. They are amazing. I am so grateful for our family. Andrea and Naomi specifically handled the backdrop, so if you liked what you see, shout out to them. And of course, Jessica, Paul, and Dee, everybody showed up and showed out for us, and I am forever grateful. It's funny because I like to pride myself with how much money I saved, so I actually was able to find some of the items for the goodie bags at the thrift store, and they were still new. I was able to find these little coloring books that come with the crayons, and they were completely new. So I really do try and save as much money as possible. As I mentioned earlier, I compared all of the little goodie bags or the prizes that I was going to put inside the goodie bags. Amazon has some great deals, but to be honest, I don't like the ones that come with like a ridiculous amount of little trinkets, because as a mom who has to clean up after all those things, and some of them are choking hazards, I really wanted to be intentional with what I put inside. So I was very mindful with what kind of ages I was going to be hosting as far as the kids go, what their interests are, and things that I thought they would genuinely enjoy. So I basically customized all of the kids' little prizes. For the little girls, I had little cute play rings, little coin purses, and just things that I thought that they would be able to use right away and enjoy. For the boys, I had coloring books, and honestly, I don't even remember, but I picked some stuff up at Walmart and Target, and it was great. It was super simple. It wasn't a whole lot of things, but they received something that they could play with, some little gummy bears, and I called it a day. But they had their own custom little goodie bags, as I am making here, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I got this idea from Pinterest. I also made a Chex Mix for the kids that they could enjoy with honeycomb, the graham bear crackers, marshmallows. I forget what else, but it was super cute and everybody seemed to really enjoy it, which was just really sweet to see kids enjoying things that I made with my own hands. Speaking of things that I made with my own hands, I also made my son smash cake because at the time we were basically under the impression that he had an egg allergy, and I honestly didn't want to spend the money on a smash cake. So I just made it myself, and I'll admit I am new to baking, especially at this time. I had just started baking and it was not the easiest. I luckily started I think like a day or two before his birthday, but I was still doing the icing like literally that morning. But it was super cute and the boys had it for breakfast a few days in a row. But yeah, I didn't want to spend too much money. Like I said, the cake was from Costco and I really just try to focus on things that I could make myself where I could, and it's always such a sweet touch to me when things are made by hand. As you can see in this clip, I am personalizing all of the little goodie bags while I watch Ruslan and Wes Huff's interview. If you are familiar with either of them, I would love to know because this was such a good interview. If you know what was going on at the time when Wes Huff blew up, write it down in the comments below. You're about to see some clips from my son's actual birthday party. And here you can see the little Chex Mix that I made. It was super cute. And our whole family showed up, as I mentioned, to set up our party. And shout out to Mason and Bella because they are always the kids' entertainment. So very grateful. And I didn't spend too much money on the decorations. It wasn't a ton. Luckily, Amazon has some great deals, and honestly, I could have probably found them cheaper because I know Temu is a popular app. I don't even know if it's like a website. Truthfully, I don't feel super comfortable buying from things like that just because, I don't know, I feel weird about it, and I'm sure a lot of the products come from the same factories, but I don't know, there's just something about it that creeps me out a little bit. So I didn't think it was worth it to save a few dollars to get it through there. But you can still find very good deals most of the time on Amazon. So that's what I did. And I thought it came out super cute. And I'm just setting up all of the bags here now that the backdrop was done. And we had a little bit of time to get ourselves ready before everybody else showed up. So if you are in the midst of planning something or just going through the pressures of social media and the internet and posting your life, you can stop. You can decide to... I actually have not even shared anything from my son's birthday party at all. I have not been on Instagram, have not posted anything, I think since my firstborn son's second birthday, and he's literally gonna be 3 in a few days. So yeah, I've just been absent on social media. I just came back from a 4-month break here on YouTube because my priorities were not in my home because of YouTube, and I am not afraid to admit that we can all fall victims to social media and the consistency of YouTube, and it's not always fruitful. So just to say, you don't have to post everything. Like I said, this was from a few months ago. He turned 1 February and it's about to be July, like tomorrow. So yeah, it's just good to live in the moment in real life and not over the internet. But I did want to share these really sweet clips of our birthday celebration and all of our loved ones. It makes me so happy. It almost makes me want to tear up. Just seeing everybody showing up for us and just celebrating this sweet moment together.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much for watching. I would love to continue this conversation in the comments down below. If you resonated or connected with me in any way throughout this video, I would really appreciate you leaving a like on this video and commenting a flower emoji so that we can chat. I'd love to continue sharing my journey as a homemaker with you, and if you're looking for more encouragement and inspiration for your motherhood journey, please be sure to check out my other videos just like this. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.